Tonight, the unfortunate death of Charlie Kirk. Also, I will show you a man who is dancing instead of voting. Tyreek Hill hangs his baby off a balcony. A group of women show you just how many Taco Bell stackers you might be able to eat. And of course, we go over NFL Week 2. It's all right here. Anthony Dell tonight. I want to open right up with a touching story, a very difficult story, touch and go about Charlie Kirk that just occurred yesterday. I found out the news while I was at work myself, and it was very hard to get through the rest of the day. I could sit here and I can do the classic, oh, I think this, and I can speculate and we can blame and point fingers and say it's this and that. I think it's all I see on my feed, and it's overwhelming and it's disgusting because it's not a lot of people mourning him. It's a lot of finger pointing. It's a lot of this side's crazy. No, it's this side. People mocking him. It doesn't matter. Of course, the classic take is, and the neutral take is, it doesn't matter where you stand on your beliefs or if you agree with him or not. You know, this is a tragedy. This is this is this is a complete tragedy. And the first thing I want to touch upon is the fact that the failure, the complete failure of social media companies, specifically Instagram, because X is the Wild West, but the complete failure to censor the videos that were coming out. I mean, you know, you get the first one. The first one I saw was from the angle, from the view from afar, and then you get this, some that are up close. Look, they need to do a better job of blocking this type of content or giving, sometimes you go on Instagram and it's blurred out and it says see video and you have to click it to do that. There was none of that. I mean, it was just right there in front of you, and then when the angles up close came, it was almost so it's just awful. If you haven't seen it, don't see it. It's terrible. It's terrible. I've seen all sorts of shit, and this one certainly is up there and might take the cake. But they need to do a better job of censoring it. I've seen it less and less. But it's just gross when you go on social media the next day to now. So today is the next day, the day that I'm filming this. Um, and all you see is just clips from the news and segments, and everyone's politicizing this. Enough with the shit already. Enough already. If you're into politics, you're done. You're done. Unless it's like your job and you're really making money off it and you got something rolling like Charlie did. If you're just a guy and this is what you're just doing politics, enough already. Enough. Enough. Do your due diligence, do your civil duty, get out, vote, jury duty, blase blase, civilly express your opinions, but what they're doing on news programs is absolutely terrible. Let's just dive right into the story here.
But following up what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
This is the type of shit that people are sick of. And if you have any brain in your head, you know that he's gaslighting the shit out of all of us. I mean, this is the problem with this old bald guy and these news networks, is that they don't know what's actually going on. They're in their bubble of working at the news network. They think they're doing their due diligence, but really they're just being fed bullshit top to bottom, bottom to top. So it's just a big crapshoot, the whole operation. We all see Charlie's videos 24/7 on social media. Once you watch one for a minute on your feed, that's the rest of your feed for the rest of the day and the foreseeable week. So he did a great job, Charlie, of mobilizing young people. He attacked social media and he did a great job of that. So we all know what he's about. There's zero hate speech in any of his debates that he's done on college campuses. He's been cordial, he's been kind, He's expressed his opinions for sure. He's expressed his disagreements, but the whole point of what he did was to get college students to engage in normal debate. Normal debate. He's been attacked, he's been called names, and that's part of the gig. That's expected. But what's not expected is what happened yesterday is to be shot and killed for your opinion. It's absolutely disgusting. How does this guy sit here and give a take like this? That he expressed hate speech and all these things. Hey man, hey man, say it's unfortunate, say you wish his family well, say you're praying for them, and move on. Because clearly you don't got the answers. This is the type of shit that needs to stop. I hate that I even have to talk about this today because this is supposed to be a very fun show. I just like to talk about bullshit. I'm literally talking about how many Taco Bell stackers a group of women ate in a car. That's one of the stories after this. How am I supposed to do that? No one else is going from this to that. Come on. But you feel the need as I'm, working on this episode throughout the week. You feel the need to talk about these things, but it's these types of takes, it's these types of people, it's these types of networks that just don't have any place, and they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're killing themselves. We all know this. The decline of old legacy media, it's terrible. You even have the clip of somebody on MSNBC talking about how it might have been one of Charlie Kirk's supporters that shot him by accident in a celebratory shot. Let's take a look at that.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, to emphasize what you just emphasized, we don't know any the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about.
Yeah, we're showing, by the way, our affiliate in Utah, and the aftermath of this shooting. You could see people running away.
We don't know if it was a celebratory shooting your gun off in the air, like yeehaw, and it kills him. What is this, a cartoon? You moron, absolute moron take. Like, how is that guy getting on the air? Give me a job. Give me a job. At least I'll be honest. At least I'll be honest and not sell myself out to give takes like that. A bullshit take like that. Oh, he shot his. So maybe we don't know if someone shot their gun in the air. Have you ever been around a firearm before? Clearly not. Clearly not. I mean, what do you. Oh my goodness. What are you talking about? Dumbass. He gets paid. This guy gets paid to say shit like that. This is the type of shit that needs to just go away. Just go away. And look, I can speak a lot about this. I can go on and on about this subject, but the reason why I don't want to is because by the time this episode comes out, it'll be at nauseum. It'll be at nauseum. I'm saying my piece in that I'm praying for Charlie Kirk. The most important thing he did was be a voice for Christ. That's truly the most important thing he did. He encouraged people to find Christ, find Jesus, and have a family. And he encouraged people to just live that American dream, live that idealism in America. That's a big. He was a big proponent of that, and that's why he was able to mobilize so many young Americans onto the right side of the spectrum because that's what people are craving. They don't want to be social media influencers. They don't want to do all this bullshit. They want to maybe have just a little better life than what their parents maybe had. If you're coming from lower class, you're here for the opportunity. If you're middle class, you just want maybe that or better. If you're upper class, you want to keep the momentum. But it's young men and women that just want to follow that ideal that are being crushed or feel like we're being crushed in modern America. And if you want to if you want to, you know, make a life for yourself that has a lot of meaning, if you base it around if you base it around Christ, then blessings will come your way. Blessings will come your way. Trials and tribulation will also come your way. But in all, it's living by the book, living by his words are tried and true, or tried and true, living in truth. And that was his biggest message. That was his biggest message. So, you know, here at the show, we want to pray for him and his family, 2 young kids, a wife. It's very heartbreaking. It's very, very heartbreaking. And in the world of politics, a man in New Jersey figured out a way to change all this shit around. Let's take a look and see what I mean.
Public comments pursuant to the Code of the Township of Cranford, Article 1, Section 72-4. Persons addressing the Township Committee shall be allowed a maximum of 5 minutes for their presentations. Please come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record so that the clerk can keep our records. Thank you.
Oh. Yo.
Mr. Thilly, I started your time.
Yo. Oh. Oh. Yo. Yo. Yo, the standing worm? Wait. Yo. Yo. Oh. 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 Oh! No words spoken. No words spoken. This is how you make change in America. This is how you really make change. This is a local man in New Jersey. This is in Cranford, New Jersey. Those are the best dance moves in a court setting ever. Look at this. Robot sway, worm up to the microphone. Look at that. Turn of the head. Robot moves, wave, standing worm. This is how you make change. This is how you do it. Forget everything else. They say get out and vote. They say, yeah, that's all they really say. Get out and vote. Hey. We've been voting all this time. Look where it's gotten us now. How about we all just start dancing? This is the greatest filibuster move I ever seen. He's freaking filibustering a move. This guy's filibustering a move. Look at him. And then he just pretends like he's going to say something. He goes up to the mic. He's like, and then just boom, turns around. This freaking guy doesn't even know what hit him. They didn't even know what just hit him. They didn't even know what this. They're sitting there, this board of people. They worked so hard to get to that position. They get paid nothing. They get paid nothing to do that job. Look at that. Nobody's even there. No one gives a crap to be there. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to dance my way up there and dance away and completely ruin their day. Those people are going home. One of those guys, that guy that's going home and saying, sir, you're on the clock. He's going home to his wife. He's throwing his briefcase down. His wife's like, honey, what's wrong? You look so upset. And he goes, I don't know. Someone came in today and they just started dancing. They just, what do you mean they started just dancing? We were talking about something and then he was supposed to come up and give his part or give his piece and talk about how he wants to make the town better maybe and, express his opinion on how we can change things around here. And he did the robot. Yeah, he did the robot. Was it good? Yeah, it was really good. That's how you make change. Because now you got that guy thinking. Now he's thinking, he goes, maybe we should just all dance. Maybe we should all just... My robot isn't as good as his. But this is the answer. This is what, look at these moves. Turns his back, half-ass wave, doesn't even care. You could tell he had moves from back in the day. This is the best part here when he walks up. Like he's about to say something. Walks away. There you go. If you go to a public hearing, this is it. If you're fed up with the politics, this is it. If you're tired of just all the hoopla and the who's this and what they do and the left and the right and the center and the anarchy and the war and the bombs and the countries with the people that you don't know but that you hear about it every day and you're like, who are these people? What are we talking about here? If you just start dancing, people like relatively leave you alone. You know what I mean? Like dancing, even music is like an issue because, you know, you're singing about stuff, right? Using words. But dancing is kind of like no one really messes with you. You know what I mean? If you're a great dancer and you just dance, people just, they just like, you can be anywhere. You could be, you could, I don't need, people do it in New York City all the time. They're just people dancing in the street and people just start gathering around. You could dance anywhere. You could be at Splish Splash. You could be on the train. You could be on the bus. Any public mode of transportation, specifically, great place to dance. You ever see those videos of New York City people on the subway that just start dancing in a group? It's like just, I think it's like flash mobbing, flash dancing, whatever it is. Fantastic. Nobody ever goes, oh, that's fucking bullshit. What the fuck are these people doing? Nah, it's mostly just met with like, woo, woo. That's about it. That's about it. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question while you're sitting there. Saturday Night Fever. Does anybody hate that movie? No. Because everybody loves to dance. Get out and dance. Everybody loves to dance. What other movies are they dancing in? Mostly Saturday Night Fever has all the dancing. There's a lot of dancing in Saturday Night Fever. Footloose. Does anybody hate Footloose? That's the only realm. That's the only realm in this world. Because it's not based on anything real. Or maybe it is. It might be. The town might have been real. But like, when Elvis came along, and he was like, and he started doing the thing with his hips, and people started, like, girls started losing their minds. They're like, whoa, Elvis, whoa. And they just didn't know what to do with their bodies because they didn't know how to dance yet. And then they started dancing, and then everyone started going, my daughter's the devil, and you're bringing it out of her. You must be a demon, or you're the devil himself. Just a guy on speed. Just a guy on speed with a good voice and good hips. And now, like, dancing's good. Everybody loves a good dance. Less singing, less, just shut up. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up and dance. Shut up and dance. Forget about it. Everybody loves Saturday Night Fever. Come on. Give me a break. In the world of sports, Tyreek Hill was seen hanging his baby off of a balcony. I'm going to call him Tyreek Balcony. Let's see here. Heart-stopping video shows NFL star Tyreek Hill holding his newborn daughter in his arms and hanging her off of a balcony. This is going to take a few looks here. Oh. This is very weird. A couple questions here. First of all, this is insane. This is insane. This is insane. So the first report was that he was in a domestic dispute with his wife. And then the next thing I know, I see a video of him hanging his baby off of a balcony in a condo in Miami. This is basically Miami in a nutshell. I feel like a lot of people are hanging babies off condo balconies in Miami. A lot of weird things going on over there. A lot of cocaine. But why is it always NFL stars? Occasionally it's an NBA player, but it always seems to be NFL. Is it CTE? Is it just I don't know, the nature of the work? What is it that causes this? Because they're either beating up on their loved ones or beating up on themselves. It's extremely It's extremely unfortunate. And you hate to see it for such a star receiver. And the worst part about it all is that they lost so bad to the Colts on Sunday. They lost so bad. I think this was on Monday. They lost so bad to the Colts on Sunday football at 1 p.m. to Daniel Jones and the Colts. He was throwing fits on the sideline. He was arguing with the coach. He was arguing with other players. I'd be frustrated too. And this is exactly what I said in last week's episode when I was talking about the NFL, and I picked the Colts to beat the Dolphins. And I said, I'm done with the McDaniels experiment. The guy that shows up and it's fun and it's just football and I'm cool and I have my glasses and I wear chains and that's my thing. No, enough, buddy. Enough. You guys stink. You stink. You never had it. You all stunk. You didn't have the courage to move on from Tua after his third concussion, after his third thing of gang signs. He needs to retire, unfortunately, or be a backup somewhere. I think he'd make a great backup, but sit him behind somebody like very good so he can learn. Sit him behind Daniel Jones. You'll learn something from Danny Dimes. You kidding me? Danny Dimes has done better than Tua. No doubt. At me. Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Tua. I think that's not even that crazy to say. That's just normal. That's just a normal take. Everyone will be like, "Yep, yeah, pretty much." Pretty much. So the Dolphins are dunzo. They're bozo. But Tyreek Hill hanging his baby off of a balcony. Off of a balcony. The story didn't get a lot of circulation either. I saw it. I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be big news." Yesterday, like 2 days after, I saw Tyreek Hill might be getting traded to the Steelers. I'm like, so we just like move him. They're like, you can't be here, and like you can't be in Miami anymore. You got to go to Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's gonna make him really happy. A guy like him would really love to be in Pittsburgh. But then again, he did better in Kansas City as a player, as an individual, earlier in the career. He probably had a chance to go back to KC, and Andy Reid wants nothing to do with this. I mean, why would he do such a thing? It's just such a terrible. What's going on? What is going on out there? What is going on in the world? How do we get back? I don't think we do, but how? I could say dance. I said eat your way out a bunch of times. I still think that's the most viable option is to eat your way out. Don't hang your babies off balconies. NFL is still going to sell tickets and Sunday packages because it's the best sport in the whole world. In the whole world, it's worldwide. But people like Tyreek are going to ruin it for the rest of us. Stop doing this. Just what's going on? I mean, he should be kicked off the team. How do you go? Imagine going into the locker room the day after a video circulates of you hanging your newborn baby off of a balcony. What? What? You're not Michael Jackson, bro. What? Bro, I'd be in the locker room. I'd be like, why are you here? He'd be like, what do you mean? I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. You're done. Like, you're cut. No, but McDaniels is a pussy. I'm just gonna say it right there. He stinks. That guy's a pushover, man. Fucking, I was a ball boy and now I suck at coaching. Like, great story, man. Cool. Really cool. His nonchalant freaking attitude. He's got a face you just want to freaking punch. He's got a face you just want to punch. I'm sorry, I'm being mean. I just don't like the Dolphins, man. Stinky, stinky, stinky Dolphins. Go Redbirds. If you don't hang your baby off of a balcony, you can eat Taco Bell stackers till you die. I found a video of a group of women finding out just how many Taco Bell stackers they can eat from Taco Bell. Do you have a guess of how many it could be? Let's just see here.
How many Taco Bell stackers can we eat? I think I'm gonna go for 12 this time. I think I could do about 15. I think I could do about 23, just to make it even. Got the Taco Bell stackers in this bag. It's heavy too, it almost ripped. Here's my first one. Here's my first one. First one. Second one. This is my 15th one. 17th one. This is my 13th one. I made it past 12, y'all. I'm done with the stackers and I'm moving on to burritos. This is my last one. I don't think I can make it past 30. Nachos for a little break.
Nachos for a break. Makes sense.
Slowing down back there? Yep, I got you. After 17 stackers and 5 burritos. Alright, my goal was what, 23? I got 30. So I think that's an accomplishment. Mine was 12. I got 14 stackers down, 3 quesadillas, and 10 tacos. Wow. My goal was 15 stackers, and I had 17 stackers, 5 burritos, some chips and cheese, and I ordered me a 12-pack of Cinnabon Delights. And how many can you eat?
Man, I don't see nothing but depression, stress, and diabetes in that damn car. Come on, black women. We gotta get it together. That is ridiculous to sit there and eat 30 tacos. They damn near ate 60 tacos amongst the 3 of them. And then Shorty in the back had 5 burritos. Gee, if I ate 1 burrito, I'm damn near full. Like, it should be a law, G, on weight limit. Like, you should go to jail if you a certain weight. Come on, man. This is ridiculous.
I can't even say anything after he said something. That was the best reaction possible. Don't take it from a white honky like me. I can't say it any better than that. It is despicable. It's absolutely despicable. The fact that the woman in the front sets her bar at 23, I think 23? 23. What, in honor of fucking Jordan? What is your deal, 23? And then she goes 30's an accomplishment. Accomplishment of what? Who eats nachos for a break? That doesn't even make any sense. I mean...
And 5 burritos. Alright, my goal was what, 23? I got 30. So I think that's an accomplishment. Mine was 12. I got 14 stackers down, 3 quesadillas, and 10 tacos.
The day is ruined. The day is ruined after that. The day is ruined. If they got together early enough and they decided to hang out after this, the diarrhea between the 3 of them, the dumps between the 3 of those women is gotta be profound. I've heard recently that women have worse smelling farts than men. Between those 3 women, forget about it. Forget about it. The fucking paint would melt off the walls. 30 Taco Bell stackers. Absolutely incredible. And despicable at the same time. But also, I can't be one to speak. I've encouraged everybody here multiple times. If you don't know what to do, get your phone, put it on the dash, put it on your fat face, and eat your way to an early grave. No better way. No better way. You'll get a little bit of money, you get a little bit of cash, you get some free food, you'll get some followers, you get a little bit of publicity, and you just get to eat, man. What's better than eating? Nothing. Nothing.
Make it past 30. Nachos for a little break.
Nachos for a little break.
Slowing down back there? Yeah.
Slowing down back there.
After
Catch up.
17
Catch up.
stackers and 5 burritos. Alright, my goal was what, 23?
The worst part about for the girl in the back is they went to Taco Bell for a stacker challenge to see how many stackers they can eat, and they all got extra things. You're just supposed to get the stackers, and she got 5 burritos, and she got nachos, and she got the cinnamon things, Cinnabon Delights with the jizz on it. What? Absolutely insane. I gotta move on from it. Last week, I tried to pick my favorite teams for the NFL in week 1. I think I struck out on a bunch of them. So we're moving on to week 2. Actually, yeah, week 1, I didn't even get the first one right, which was the Cowboys. I picked the Cowboys. So let's take a look here at NFL week 2. I'm going to make my predictions. Okay, here we go. Week 2 in the NFL. We got a great slate of games to look forward to. It starts today, actually, the day I'm recording, Thursday, September 11th. Let's have a moment of silence. Commanders, Packers. Commanders, Packers. This game is nearly untouchable. The Packers just beat the Lions last week in a extremely convincing fashion. The Commanders only played the Giants, and of course they beat the Giants. The Giants looked like absolute dog water. In this game here, in Lambeau, early season, as much as I don't want to fade Jaden Daniels, I'm going to have to, and I'm going to go with the Packers for this game. I just love the way that they looked against the Lions. Would it be predictable for them to fall apart and not look like how they did in week 1? Of course, that's also a script. But I'm going to stand behind them. And I think I think they roll that momentum right into week 2, and they take care of the Commanders at home to go to 2-0. Moving on to the Browns and the Ravens. This is very easy. We all saw the Sunday Night Football game between the Bills and the Browns. The Bills and the Ravens. The Ravens blew that game. They're now playing a very bad Browns team with Joe Flacco. But that is also a script. Is that not a script where you could predict Flacco to just beat his former team? But no, it's not going to happen. The Ravens are pissed. They're going to play pissed. They let that one slip away from them. They should be 1-0, but they're going to move on to 1-1 after beating the Browns this week. The Jags and the Bengals. I'm not convinced about the Bengals. They really don't look good. The defense is very shaky. Joe Burrow can't get the protection that he needs, but they play hard. They're still really hard to beat. The Jags, I don't really know how I feel about the Jags. The Jags, I picked them last week. They did take care of the Panthers. So Jags, Bengals, I'm going to go with the Jaguars in this game. I'm really not convinced by the Bengals. I think they have a tough time taking on this team, this young Jaguars team. I think they come with a little bit of grit and grind, and they might be able to get the job done on the road against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Moving to Giants-Cowboys. Very, very easy. The Cowboys are going to take care of business. They didn't look bad against the Eagles. They got stagnant at some point. The Eagles are defending Super Bowl champions, probably still the best, or the best team in football. Give Hurts his flowers, but they're taking care of business against the Giants. They just looked so bad. This is another division game for the Giants, and they're away as well. They're just not going to be able to figure it out against Dallas. Bears, Lions. As good as I thought the Bears looked for a moment on Monday Night Football against the Vikings, they blew that game. I do still think they look a lot better under the Ben Johnson offense. Things just look a little snappier. The plays look a lot more well developed. It's the Lions. They just got ruined by the Packers. They need a get-right game. This is exactly that game. We're now looking at Patriots-Dolphins. The Dolphins don't get their get-right game. The Patriots take care of business as they should against this abysmal Dolphins team. Niners, Saints. The Saints, one of the worst teams in football. I still think the Dolphins are up there for worst team in football, but the Niners are going to take care of business as well. No Brock Purdy, but that doesn't worry me at all. They still have the personnel to get this job done. Bills, Jets. Bills. I don't have to say anything else. It's the Bills. The Jets might surprise you. They might score a lot of points, and it might be a tight game into the fourth quarter, but that's all it's going to be until they blow it some way in a Jet fashion. Seahawks, Steelers. Give me the Steelers here. I love the Steelers to win this game. The Seahawks are a good team. But the way that Aaron Rodgers looked playing the Jets Seattle's a better defense, but he looked like he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he plays best that way. It's going to stay that way. They also still have the personnel. And Sam Darnold's just, look, he did it for the Vikings, but you can't count on that type of play again. It's a tank year for the Seahawks. Rams-Titans. Rams-Titans is a great, great game. You want to root for Cam Ward, the young guy, but he won't be able to get it done against Matthew Stafford, the veteran, Sean McVay. They're just the better team. The better team. This is the Panthers and the Cardinals. The Panthers don't have the firepower to keep up with the Redbirds. My Redbirds. Enough said with that. The sand uniforms came out. Check those out. Best uniforms in football. They're going to take care of business against the Panthers at home for the home opener. Broncos, Colts. One of my favorite games on the slate. Broncos and Colts. This is a very tough game to pick. This is a very, very tough game to pick. It's a matchup. It's everything that you want. You got two teams coming off wins. You got one of which was not expected to play as well as they did. Denver has a fantastic defense, so it really is going to come down to the quarterback play. And I think that Bo Nix is just a gamer. He's just a gamer. Danny Dimes wants to get the job done, but he won't be able to do it against this very good Broncos team. They're going to take care of business. Easy peasy. The Eagles and the Chiefs. Chiefs are falling apart. No Xavier Worthy now. No identity besides Mahomes. Kelsey crash outs. It's Kelsey's marriage year. He can't get too banged up. Give me the Eagles to take care of business convincingly. Convincingly, too. It's not going to be the game that we all want it to be. And moving on to Atlanta Falcons versus the Minnesota Vikings. After coming off that win on Monday Night Football against the Bears, the Vikings look like they're primed for a great season with J.J. McCarthy. He looked very uncomfortable in the beginning of the game, but after throwing that pick, kind of settled in, deep breath, said, all right, let me go through my motions here, progressions, let me get some good throws off, let's settle into this thing. And he started to become very comfortable throughout the game. He's going to carry that into this week. I know NFL, it's a whole week, Sunday to Sunday, but I do believe in the momentum still. These are quick weeks. They happen fast. As long as they game plan right for this Falcons team, I think they can really get the job done. Two young quarterbacks, but still, I like the Vikings in this one. Better coached as well. Buccaneers and Houston Chargers Raiders. 2 Monday night games. Load of fun. Load of fun. I love the Bucs. They take care of Houston. Houston, for some reason, has lost all their pizzazz. I still believe in Houston, but something about them, they're just missing something. They're missing something on offense. The firepower, again, is not really there. CJ Stroud looks very good still, but the Bucs are just on fire. The Bucs are a great team. They're going to be a playoff team. They take care of business on Monday night. Baker, prime time. Give me Baker. Chargers, Raiders. Low-key, great matchup. Division matchup. But the Chargers, again, I have them going very, very far this year. I think they can easily be a playoff team. Definitely a playoff team. And I don't even think they're a wild card. I think they're better than that. I think they win their division. And I really think they can go all the way to the AFC chip. So give me the Chargers. Take care of business. So that's our slate for week 2. Packers beat the Commanders. Ravens beat the Browns. Jags beat the Bengals. Cowboys beat the Giants. Lions beat the Bears. Patriots beat the Dolphins. Niners beat the Saints. Bills beat the Jets. Steelers beat the Seahawks. Rams beat the Titans. Cardinals beat the Panthers. Broncos beat Colts. Eagles beat KC. Vikings beat Atlanta. Bucks beat Texans. Chargers beat Raiders. Book it right here. Follow my lead. You'll win a schmillion. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been Anthony Dell tonight. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe to see more content like this. Thank you so much for your support. Good night.